Welcome to another exciting episode of Introduction to Programming C++ with your host, Coder Hero, saving the world one line at a time. Anyways, I wanted to try something new and kind of have you guys watch my coding process. I'm going to do kind of a sample program here, and I've got some instructions over on the right side. That's what I'm looking at for just an assignment. So I've got a blank project here called Coding Around that I've already set up in code blocks, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. We're going to write a program to keep track of a monthly budget, at least you know, some budget figures here. So the first thing we want to do is include the IOStream library, because we're going to be doing some inputting and outputting, and we're going to go ahead and put using namespace standard just because it's a small program and we can afford to for the performance wise. We need a main function, which is where everything's going to go, and of course that main function is going to end up returning 0. Next, we're going to need some count statements to keep track of our budget. So we probably want like item, and then, I don't know, maybe put a tab in front of it. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and then projected. That'll be like what we think we're going to end up making. So I like to line these up. That way everything's nice and groovy. And this is going to be like the line that's underneath it. So we're going to go equal signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13 with a space. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a new line. Cool. What I like about code blocks is once you click a new line and you've already kind of set up this whole formatting here, like everything lines up perfectly, and that's, I mean, that's fantastic. So now we want to set the width to 13. Because that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be perfect. Unfortunately, the set width is not going to work unless we also include our IOManip library, which of course means input-output manipulation. Then let's go ahead and put, actually, you know what? I forgot. The first thing is our line items. So we're going to put a tab here and say this is our income space, right? And then let's go ahead and move that right to the end. And then we're going to set width 13 and put an amount. We'll say $1,000. $1,000. Nice. You know what would make this better though? Is if we put a $sign before it. So let's go ahead and we'll take one. Where do we want to put that? Probably right here. Yeah, Groovalicious. And then we'll essentially do that over and over again. So we're going to copy this and we're just going to paste it right there. In fact, we're also going to grab this little insertion operator and put a couple of them. So the next thing we probably want is taxes, because you know you got to pay the tax man. And we'll line this up over here. And then savings, because you got to pay yourself first. Always pay yourself first. Then we'll have some living expenses. Ugh, if I can spell living expenses. And lastly, other expenses, like food and things like that. Now taxes, I don't know what taxes are. We'll say it's 10%, so it's like, you know, like $100. And then savings, we want to put $50 away a month, and living expenses, I don't know, like $450 a month, and then other is, I don't know, like $300. And that's what I think it's going to cost for me to live. The problem with this setup is I totally do not have new lines, so that's going to print all on the same line. So I got to put those in real quick. New line. And a new line, and a new line, and a new line, And then we're going to put another line here with a space. That's the one thing about doing it in this format, is it already lets you see how it's going to print out, so you can more easily line things up here. And then what we're going to want to put is like leftovers. What do we have left over? What's that called? Like a surplus or totals? It's actually should be totals, right? Total. And we don't know what the total's gonna be, but go ahead and put a $sign here. Set width 13 and put like nothing left over because I spent it all on all kinds of good fun stuff. I don't know where that came from. And that'll be it. Alright, so let's give that a shot. Let's see what we got. It's taking a second to compile because I moved all of my files over to an external hard drive. So what error do we have? Int to a double binary operator. Oh, that's where the, that's where the other one went. Yeah, shouldn't have deleted it. All right, so forgot the tabs right here, and these are really set off by 1. So let's go ahead and move these to 12 because I actually like my line up there. And then I forgot to tab total and this line here. All right, that should have been able to tell that right there. Cool. The thing I don't like about this, first of all, this line one is because I moved it over, right? So that's all off. And same with the bottom. And the other thing that I don't like about this program right now is that there's no like sense in the end. Like, what if I want to do sense? So let's go ahead and put count.setf iOS fixed, which means I don't want any scientific notation. Count.setf iOS show point. So if I put a decimal place in there, I want you to show me a decimal place. And lastly, count precision 2 places. Cool. Let's take a look there. What do we got? Nice. Everything looks almost great. Just something a little off with this ending over here, and that's because I left it at 13. Move that to 12. That should move all of our $signs perfectly in order. Nice. There we go. Console application with outputs. Thanks for joining me. Tune in next time for another exciting adventure of Coder Heroes saving the world. If you like this video, do me a favor, click the like, subscribe to my channel, that way you stay up to date. In reality, I'm doing different types of videos, so I would like your input about which one do you like best. Where I give a lesson as I'm coding, where I have a pre-scripted video, or where I'm just kind of coding around like this. So appreciate the feedback. Have a great one.